Alright guys, I just finished filming an unboxing of this Traeger here, Little Tex Elite 22, and we're going to unbox the Camp Chef DLX. I don't know if it's deluxe or they call it a DLX or what the deal is, but when I got this, it came on a crate from the shipping company, a pallet. That's just because it came with I got it with a whole bunch of accessories. I've heard a lot of good things about these pellets and thought we'd give them a try. I got the cover and some accessories, but we're gonna go ahead and unbox this and assemble just the smoker right now. I'm actually gonna do a comparison video sometime this week, so be on the lookout for that video. So let me get this unpackaged here, and we'll bring it out to the light. Alright guys, I went ahead and took it off this pallet here and put everything to the side, but went ahead and put the smoker on here. I'm gonna tell you right now, this I can already tell weighs more than the Traeger, because I actually struggled putting this up here, and like I said in the previous video, I put it up here so it's easier to film. This is a Camp Chef SmokePro DLX or Deluxe model PG24. So look at the box here. Pellet grill and barbecue. Same side here. Alright guys, well, I'm going to go ahead and cut these bands off. Let me have my wife hand me these scissors here. So, alright, well, I'm going to actually set this down because I have a feeling this box is going to collapse kind of like the same as the Traeger, so I don't want it up here and having it fall off. So let me get this on the ground and I'll pop the top. Alright guys, I apologize if you can hear the wind, but I'm in my garage and my lighting sucks, so I have to be as close to the door as possible. But it's the same way. You're gonna take off these banding straps, and it's easier with two people. You're going to lift up on each side and just wiggle it off. And then when we get this top off, it looks pretty well packaged. I'm pretty impressed with it. You got some styrofoam here, and it says, "Do not return this product to the place of purchase. Please visit campchef.com or call the 1-800 number for customer service concerning your product." So I have a feeling this box is going to collapse, so I'll have my wife cut these pieces of tape here on each side. Okay, and there's two pieces to be cut on the back. Alright, let's see. And these just flop down here. We'll remove this here. Take that off. Then this looks like this is some of the parts. Have my wife take that off real quick. It's pretty well packaged. I'm pretty impressed. This is tight here. See. Let's get this wrapping off. And just give you a little overview. SmokePro is simple. It simply cooks better. Smoke, grill, bake. And it has a little diagram of your pellet hopper, the auger on how it works, ash clean out, grease catch. So I'm actually pretty excited to get this going and review it. This actually has a lot of features that I was surprised with, all the features that this grill comes with. And let's be honest guys, most of the smokers out there are a Traeger copycat, you know. They use a lot of the similar parts. It looks almost identical to a Traeger. They think they put some different handles or something that you're going to be fooling somebody, or put a different control, but it's an off-brand of a Traeger. What Camp Chef did here is they redesigned the pellet smoker. They added features that you don't see on any other smoker, but I'll get into that in a separate video. So this video is just going to be talking about unboxing and assembly. So let me go ahead and open this up and see if we got any parts. All right, packed well again. And we got the legs here. Okay. I can already tell it's so much easier to get out of the box than I had with the Traeger. It's just packed a lot better in my opinion. I didn't have to cut anything or force anything out so far. Oh, it looks like this came with the second shelf. That's pretty awesome. Alright. I'll have my wife take that off. I can't get that with one hand, so let's see if we can get it. There we go. Okay, some more styrofoam. Drip pan. Heat deflector. Alright guys, my camera died, so I don't know how much it actually recorded, but we went ahead and got this grill grate out. And that's all that was inside. And in here, got the little bucket, drip bucket. So let's see what came in this box here. This looks like the ash clean out. It comes with some bolts inside. You got the handle and the smokestack here. I think this is for the pellets. I'm not quite sure. Then we got a food probe and an owner's manual. And it comes with a side shelf. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to open up this owner's manual and we'll start to assemble this. And here's all the hardware that we need. I like the fact that everything's connected together, already screwed in, you know, so you know exactly what piece of hardware, what bolt, screw, washer that you're going to need exactly. That's kind of neat. So let me go ahead and crack this open and I'll be back with you guys. Alright guys, opened up the owner's manual. And step one was to put it on its side. So I went ahead and flipped it on its side on this cardboard here. And the next step is we're going to grab these legs. And these legs, obviously, they go onto the right side. And then the stationary go on the left. So I'll have my wife demonstrate that for you guys. Stick that in. And you got to be careful when you stick this in, because when you stick it all the way in, as you can see, you're not going to be able to get a screw through there. That's because you stuck it in too far. So work it out a little bit, like so, till you have a hole enough to get your bolt in. And so when we put in the second leg, we're going to do the same thing with this side as well. Stick it in, and we're not going to go all the way up. So we need a hole to put a screw through. So we're going to make sure the wheels are facing out, like so. So we're going to come to our hardware here, and our hardware is already connected. So yeah, you're going to put in this washer and this nut. You're going to take off this nut and this crush washer, and you're just going to stick it through. Then underneath, you're going to put the crush washer and the nut back on. I hope that makes sense, guys. So it's going to look something like this, as you can see. But I'm going to go ahead and put all these on all four legs, and I'll get back with you guys. Alright guys, once you get the legs and the bolts in, you're going to lift it up, and you are going to tighten it. With the kit, they give you this Allen key, but you're going to need a crescent wrench or a socket set, so you can stop the bolts from twisting. They did not provide that, so it wasn't a big deal for me because I had a crescent wrench here. So you're just going to put the crescent wrench in the back here to hold the bolt, and you're going to tighten this up once it's upright. We already went ahead and did that, so the next step is to attach this smokestack. So this smokestack, typically on most smokers, they're on the side. Well, the Camp Chef actually decided to put it back here. And the reason they did that is because there's a shelf that goes right here. So they give you more space right off the bat. So the smokestack goes right there, and the hardware is actually on. the hardware's on, so looks like you got a couple washers. It's hard to see. Got a couple washers there and a couple washers there, so any of the washers or screws on the outside go on the outside, and whatever's on the inside of the felt goes on the inside. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take the hardware off and open this thing up and get it installed. So that's going to be the next step, and I'm going to go ahead and get that done. It's easier with two people, so we'll go ahead and get it put on, and I'll be back with you guys. I got the screws in. There's just one there and one there, and you got to make sure your felt's on. And then the next step is we're going to grab this cap, the smokestack cap, right there, and we're going to screw it in. Sorry if it gets quiet there for a second, guys. I don't have anything to say while she's putting it on. So, okay, there's a little nut that stops it, but a good rule of thumb is take your two fingers, and you want about 2 fingers of a gap. That's a good rule of thumb. You can adjust it higher or lower depending on how much smoke you want to keep in, but I usually don't mess with it. I just grab my 2 fingers and make sure it's 2 fingers high and let it go. The next step is we're going to grab this handle, and the hardware's already on, so there's this spacer here that comes with it. It's hard to see, like so, and the spacer goes on the outside. So I'm gonna grab the handle and stick it on like so. It's hard to see the spacer, but you obviously have to take off the screws, and then it just screws from the inside. So let me get that put on, and I'll be back with you guys. Alright guys, we went ahead and got the handle on, as you can see here with the spacers. And the next step is we're going to be putting on the side shelf, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is the way the screws are going to be set up. You're going to have a washer and a crushing washer, and you're going to grab your handle or your shelf here, and you're just going to set it up like this and screw it in. So let me I can't do this with one hand, so let me put the camera down, and I'll start filming once I get it back on. Alright guys, I went ahead and got this shelf in. The next step is to put on these heat deflector and the drip pan. So we're going to grab that. We're going to stick it on here. There's 2 notches on here. There's one here and one there. And on this shield there's a notch there and a notch there. So you want to make sure it's in those notches here. So and how you know it's in the notches is we'll do a little wiggle. If you're not moving, you're in the notches. So next we're going to grab this drip pan. And the drip pan, the small side here, is going to the left of the grill, and it's going to go onto this lip. There's a little lip here. It's hard to see on camera, but you're going to make sure that little notch is on this lip. So. Okay, once it's on there, you got to make sure this piece here is in this little groove or channel. You're going to get grease all on the inside of your smoker, and you're going to defeat the purpose of having a drip bucket. So we want to make sure we get it in this notch and on this notch here. And you can tell by wiggling it, it's within the groove. So if we take a look here, the next step is we will be putting on the ash cup. And on the ash cup, this is a unique feature to Camp Chef, is we're going to get underneath this grill and we're just going to put it on. So let me see if I can get this here. Bear with me, guys. But you see, it's hard to see. There's a peg here and a peg here. So you're going to grab this ash can and you're going to just lift it up and twist. And the peg kind of just rides on there. It's hard to tell, but this just hangs on here. And after we got that done, I'm going to grab this grill grate here, right here, and we're going to stick it in. So and I've been watching some of the Camp Chef videos of assembly, and they recommend to use like a 409 or a degreaser to wipe this stuff down. I personally don't do it. I don't want any chemicals or anything like that inside my pit. So what I'm going to do is I'll just burn it off, you know. So once we get that in, I think we are about done. Let me double check this manual here. We got one last step, and that's the drip bucket here. Drip bucket just hangs off this little peg here. You can see. Alright, I think we're all assembled here, so let's take these off. Let's double check in here. Okay. And when I was unboxing, I found this little rake, and I didn't know what it was for. What the rake is when you put in your pellets, there's this protective grate. You can take it off if you want. I don't see a need to. There's just 4 screws, but to move your pellets around to make it nog, or you just stick it in here and just kind of slide your pellets around. Like so, but it's kind of neat that they gave you a little rake. But I think that's it. Has a similar controller as what you see around the Traegers, but this is actually a little bit beefed up. And we'll go into details at a later time in my next video, but I just wanted to show you an unboxing and assembly of this Camp Chef SmokePro DLX or Deluxe. So I'll give you a quick overview. Oh, I did forget one thing. My apologies. Is we have the second shelf. And this one did not come with the Traeger. The Traeger had the mountings for it, but it didn't come with it. That's kind of neat that the Camp Chef provides that for you. So let's give you a quick overview of the inside. This is a really nice stainless here. There's some nice little badging here, DLX, Camp Chef. SmokePro badge there. I'm really digging this extra feature, this extra little side shelf. You know, the Traeger doesn't have one of those, but you got a Camp Chef there. It looks like they put a lot of details into this. I'm pretty excited to get it, to start using it. But that's it for this video, guys. I'll be comparing it to the Traeger over there. So watch out for that video sometime in the next week or so. Hopefully sooner, depending on my time schedule. So quick little back view. Looks like a little pellet clean out. But alright guys, I will go into some of the features at a later time. Thanks for watching.